Hi guys, so in today's video we are going to do a fixed asset, and you all know that when we talk about a fixed asset we are going to calculate some depreciation, and you're gonna learn some rules that I'm going to introduce today. Okay, so fixed asset is for paper 2 ne? Make sure that when you prepare paper 2 you prepare a fixed asset as well. Okay, 4.1, it was question 4 on this question paper. The information related to Matuli Traders Ltd, the financial year end 28 February 2023. So guys, when you do fix the assets, you must write down your reporting period because it's going to be very important when you calculate depreciation. Let's write it down. Because our year is ending 28 February 2023, which means that it started last year, 1 March 2022. Because after all, it must be 12 months, you know? Okay, in other words, when they say it's ended here, you count from there going back, it must be 12 months. Okay, 4.1 required. Calculate depreciation for equipment and vehicle for the year end 28 February 2023. And okay, after that, we're going to do another question. Then we're given information of vehicle and equipment, and they give us additional information. So number one, they say we have to calculate equipment and vehicle depreciation. Let's start by equipment. Equipment, every time guys, when you calculate the depreciation, release these three categories: a new, a sold, and old, because you don't calculate them no matter how you use a strategy, guys. You don't calculate them at the same time. You must do them separately. Okay, now let's start by a new one. Let's focus on the new one only. Do we have a new equipment? Yes. New equipment under additional information number B with a cost price of 120 was bought on 1 May 2022. Okay, and they say that under the last one, equipment, it is depreciated by 20% per annum on the cost price. Cost price method, we just use a cost price only to calculate depreciation. A new one is 120,000 multiplied by 20%. We have to count a month. Why? On the new and sold, you count months. Old, you don't count. Okay, from 1 May, guys, up to year end is gonna be May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. 10 months. But guys, if they give you 30 May, you don't count May because May is already finished. Okay, 10 out of 12. Then it will give you 20,000. We are not done. And this is only how many marks? 2 marks. A sold one. Let's check if we have a sold equipment. Information number 2 is related to vehicle. Number 3 is related to vehicle, which means that we don't have, which means that we have only the old one. If you check equipment, they give us balance at the end under information number A. At the beginning, they didn't give us. At the end, remember, it has also included a new one. Okay, because it's the end, né? 600,000. We have to first subtract the one that was bought because we already calculate it. We can't calculate it again, so we must remove it. 120,000, so that we're gonna left with how much? 480,000. Okay, that's the cost price that we left with. Now, remember, guys, our accumulated is 440. You always have to, when you calculate depreciation, guys, you must check accumulated. If the accumulated is becoming closer to the cost price, just know that you are going to use 1 rand rule. Why? Because the depreciation when you calculate is going to exceed the accumulated. Okay, now the accumulated, guys, must not exceed the cost price, because you can't have a negative value. 480, guys, if you say 480,000 multiplied by 20%, how much are you going to get? Remember, it's old one, you don't count months. If you do this, guys, you are going to get, let me verify, multiplied by 20%, you're going to get 96, guys. Imagine when you add 96,000 from accumulated of 440, this is going to be 500 something, which means that that depreciation is now over what? The cost price. What do you do in that case? You don't count this 96,000. It's already over depreciated. What you need to do, very simple. You just have to take this one and you compare it with accumulated 440. Whatever that you are going to get, you must subtract 1 rand. Then that will be your depreciation. If you subtract these two, I think you're gonna get 20,000 minus 1 rand rule. It's going to give you 19,999. In other words, our depreciation now, when we add it with accumulated, it's gonna give us cost minus accumulated, then it gives us 1 rand. We rather sell it by 1 rand. They say that you can't sell something by negative amount. You rather sell it by 1 rand. Guys, imagine, just because this phone I bought it in 2011, now it's negative balance. It doesn't mean that I can give you for free and I give you money. When I said it's negative, which means that I'm giving you phone and money. At least you rather give me 1 rand. That's what this rule is trying to say. Okay, now we are done with equipment. We apply 1 rand rule, and I believe that you have learned something in this 1 rand rule. Okay, now let's calculate vehicles. Vehicle, we have to read information number 2. On 31 July, the vehicle was sold. Remember, I said that when you calculate depreciation, do this and old, 3 category. Just write them, no matter how, whether they are there or not. If they are not there, you just write dash like what I did. 1 July, the vehicle was sold by 81,000 cash and original cost price was 164, and accumulated depreciation of this vehicle on 1 March 2022 was 56,000. Remember, here we are calculating what? Depreciation. Okay, but I will also open disposal assets for you guys, because I know you love it and you want to learn it. Okay, but it was not required, but hey, you guys, you always want to learn, but we are here for that, so we will help you. Assets disposal. Okay, you know, this side we put a cost price, and the cost price of this sold one was 164,250. This side we put accumulated. That's where we are going to also calculate depreciation that we need here. Under accumulated depreciation, we have to add the one that we had, 56,250, plus the one that we are going to calculate. And it was sold by how much? By cash. Cash is a bank, and we have to write amount of 81,000. Okay. After that, then that's where we can decide whether it's a profit or it's a loss or whatever. Okay. All right. Now let's proceed. We have to calculate another depreciation, guys, here that we have to add, and it's gonna be simple. Remember, vehicle use a carrying value, or we're not using the cost price, we're using the carrying value method, which is the same as diminishing balance method, cost minus accumulated. So now let's calculate the sold one. Cost, it was how much? 164,250 minus accumulated of 56. 250, you multiply by 20%, and then you count months. It was sold when? It was sold 31 July, which means that you count from March up to July. March, April, May, June, July. 5 months. 5 over 12. Okay, and you're gonna get 9,000. This 9,000 is the one that you have to add here, plus 9,000. Because it was not calculated, I have to calculate 56,250 plus 9,000. Then it's 65,000. Remember, this one was not required, guys, but because we are doing practice, you have to know it. Why not? Plus 81,000 is 146, which means that the higher one is this one, 164,250, 164,250, and you subtract this side, you subtract everything here. 164 minus 81 minus 65. We have a loss of 18,000. Loss on sales of assets. If it was this side, it was going to be profit. Okay, perfect. I hope you already subscribed, guys. Let's push, man. Always video, guys. Please subscribe. When I check the results, I find that only 15% of people who are watching subscribe. Then the rest, they were just watching. Some of you just comment, say, how did you calculate this? When there is another setting where I check if the person who is commenting has subscribed or not. When I check, I find that the person is not even subscribed. I don't respond. Subscribe is free, guys. You can't be just using me. Please, let's subscribe. Yeah. Okay. Now let's take if we have a new vehicle. A new vehicle was bought on 1 September 2022 by 315. This one is very simple. Whether it is diminishing or it's a cost price, you don't have to subtract anything because it's new. It does not have depreciation. Okay, and we're just gonna say multiply by 20%, and we count months: September, October, November, December, January, February. 6 over 12, and it's gonna give us how much? It's gonna give us how much? 31,500. Okay, and after that's where we have to now calculate what? Our old one. Our old one, we have to go back to the balances. Our old one, remember there is a 444,150, a cost price, but you must first remove the one that was sold because this one is old, but we have already calculated depreciation for it separately, so we have to remove it. 164,250. Okay, this is the cost which we have to subtract. Accumulated at the beginning it was 162,000, but we must also remove accumulated of the sold one because we already calculated and it was already recorded because this is the opening balance. Okay, you get answer here and you get answer here, you subtract them together, and then after that's where you can say multiply by 20%. Then it will give you, don't punch this at the same time in your calculator, guys. Don't be that lazy, because some calculators, guys, this time around, the some company are just introducing a product that they don't even know about. How can you use a calculator of LG? Hi, guys. You have to make sure that you calculate it step by step, and don't trust any calculator that you are using. It's either calculator is Casio or Sharp. those other things, guys, you will scam yourself one day. Don't try to buy cheap calculator, guys. It's gonna cost you a lot. If you do this calculation, you're going to get 34,830. Simple stuff. That's how we calculated all this depreciation. All right. The next question, guys, said provide one reason why company might decide to dispose a fixed asset. Why company can sell the asset? Obvious, guys. If the asset is old and it's no longer useful, you just have to sell it. And the other one, yeah, if you're having a vehicle that is consuming a lot of petrol, guys, you have to sell it because it's gonna cost you at the same time. Okay, or maybe there is a better availability of technology, guys. This time around you are using a cell phone which is not touch screen. Guys, I don't think is there anyone, tell me on the comment, guys, is there anyone who is using a cell phone which is not a touch screen? We are not talking about iPhone. Any cell phone that is a touch screen is a modern phone that we are using now. Those one of button, even if you go to Facebook Market, guys, I don't think you can get it there. Those cell phones, they're no longer there. They are very outdated. That's why the company decided to sell. But they will sell to who these things? The old one. There are those people that they don't care about the updated things. They will buy. You see, it's gonna be cheap because they will be selling by 1 rand. You see. So yeah. Now let's move to the next question. I have to rub here first. But I don't think I'm going to write anything on this question that is coming. Yeah, guys, the things of subscribing, it's not. It was not supposed to be language of every day. But you guys, you are disappointing me. You don't subscribe. Why? Okay. The next question. Managing fixed asset. Shompo delivery vehicle own 3 delivery vehicle, and Philip, the owner, is concerned about the control of vehicle, and he obtained some information from supervisor and requested your assistance. Okay. Then he said identify one problem. They say problem. Problem is a problem. Don't identify good things. They say problem. Okay. And quote the figures and provide 1 point of advice for each problem that you have identified. Okay. A goods are delivered to customer free of charge within 30 kilometers radius. Delivery are not done over the weekend. Information number B. We have vehicle 1, 2, 3. We have to identify problems from these vehicles. Okay. Let me draw the table that it was given on the answer book. Okay. Like this. Okay. And we have vehicle 1, vehicle 2, vehicle 3. Okay, this side we have to write problems, and this side we must give advice. Okay, if you check under vehicle number 1, the problem that we can identify, guys, if you check the salary of the driver, he's getting paid 11,000, but how many kilometers that he has traveled? Only 360. Yeah. Yes, he's been paid the same as the vehicle number 3, but vehicle number 3 is traveling a lot, 1,000 something, but this one travels 60. The driver is overpaid here. Overpay driver. And how can we solve this problem of overpaying a driver? We must give him more trip. We have to give this driver more trips because you can't work 360. It's more like 360 divided by 30. Does it not? I think it's not even exceeding. I don't know. Let me calculate. 360 divided by 30. 360 divided by 30. Only 12 trip. Oh yeah, 12 trip, guys. Imagine, you will find that those 12 people, they were ordering 29 rand pizza, and he's getting paid 11,000. Hi, for 29 rand pizza. Business will make a loss, so he must drive more trip. This is not nice. Vehicle 2, highest paid driver. Vehicle 2 is the highest paid driver. And he did how many trip? 780, but even 780 is still not enough compared to number 3. Okay. This is the highest paid driver, and like we were supposed to see at least some lot of movement from him. This is not only the problem. If you compare vehicle 1 and 2, you will just realize that even maintenance is starting to be more expensive, because they maintain by 115 service plan, and the other one, vehicle 1, it was only 70 rand. Fuel consumption 1400, while the first one it was 420. So it's a problem. How do we solve this problem? We have to find maybe alternative maintenance plan to sort this out. Okay, I think I don't have to even write this. And vehicle number 3, guys, the problem is that this vehicle is old, very old. So guys, 2009 vehicle in 2023, it's very old. We have to sell this. You can check, even the current value is 1 rand, to show that they are just avoiding to sell it by negative amount. So how to solve the problem like this? Sell it, buy a new one. Simple stuff. I hope you learned something, guys. Extra class, come and join in time. They're still available, only 100 rand. The study guide from grade 10 up to grade 12, accounting solution SA soft copy, only 100 rand. Come and buy, guys, so that you can see which question you have to deal with in paper 1, which question you have to deal with in paper 2. I will see you on part 2 of this one, only if you have subscribed. And the video for full question papers, paper 1 and paper 2, they are coming. Just make sure that you subscribe, because some of you who are not subscribed of this channel, you are not going to see that video in time. So it will be part 1 and part 2. See you on the next one.